Hi everyone, my name is Billy and welcome to Billy's Test Kitchen. On today's show, we're going to be making carrot stew. This is something that I grew up with. It's one of those dishes that basically, when you sit down and you start eating, it melts in your mouth. You stop thinking about what you did today, you're strictly focused on what you're eating and enjoying what was prepared. So hopefully you have a great experience with this. I'm going to show you how to make this. With this stew, the side is typically white rice. This was very commonplace in our family. You have rice and either a stew, chicken, or something like that. So today, carrot stew, this is what we're making. You're going to be carrots. I've already done the prep work for this. And you're looking for the size and length of French fries. That's the best example that I can give you. You want to make sure that they're all the same size and thickness so they cook evenly and so that sweetness of the carrots comes out nicely as well. So I've done the prep work on the carrots. You're going to be needing tomatoes, lemon juice, salt, pepper, and shallots for this. So follow me over to the stove and we'll get this started, and by the end of it you can tell me how it turned out for you. Alright, let's get this started. Okay, so we have everything prepped and ready. So we're going to go ahead and turn on our stove. We're going to add our carrots. This is about 6 carrots for this recipe. And we're going to add about 5 tablespoons of oil. And you want to make sure it's enough to go ahead and coat all of your carrots. Give that a quick toss. And you can see that all the carrots are nice and shiny. Nothing is dry, everything is evenly coated. So we're gonna go ahead and bring this up to temperature and make sure our pot is nice and hot to get this carrots cooking. Okay, nice and hot. We're going to go ahead and lower this. Just a quick stir. So we're going to go ahead and add our salt and pepper. This is about 1 teaspoon of salt and 3/4 teaspoon of black pepper. I also have 1 shallot that I sliced, and we're going to add this to it as well. We're going to leave the temperature on medium so this can begin to cook. So I'm going to go ahead and put the lid. We're going to let this cook, simmer for a bit. It's going to begin to soften up, and then we'll start the next step. Very good. It's been about 5 minutes that the carrots have been cooking, and I've been constantly sauteing it in between. So make sure those carrots don't stick to the bottom. So at this point, we're going to add our next ingredients. We're going to be adding 4 tablespoons of lemon juice. I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tomatoes. And I'm also going to add about 1 teaspoon of tomato paste. Going to give this a quick stir. I'm also going to add just a little bit of water. This will keep it hydrated and let the tomatoes cook and let the carrots finish cooking as well. So we're going to go ahead and let this simmer for another 15 minutes and we'll come back and check on it. Okay, let's go ahead and give this a quick look. It's been about 4 minutes since it's cooking, and you can see the tomatoes are starting to cook. You can see that skin peeling back. And as they cook further, we're going to go ahead and remove that skin later on. So I just wanted to show you what it looks like right now, and I have been stirring it in between the video takes. It's not just been sitting, so I have been stirring it, which you can do as well. And we're gonna go ahead and let this cook for another 10-12 minutes, and in the meantime you should see that skin starting to peel away and break away just like you do here. And at that point we'll go ahead and remove that skin and continue with the process. It's now been about 15 minutes. So you can see that nicely peels away. That's what you're looking for. Very good. So I've gone ahead and removed all of the skin from the tomatoes. As you can see, that came off pretty easily. So at this point, we're going to smash these tomatoes. So we're going to go ahead and incorporate all of those tomatoes into our stew. Depending on how much juice you have from your tomatoes, you may need to add a little bit more water. As you can see, it's got a good amount of water. So at this point, all we're going to do is let it reduce. So we're going to keep this on a low heat setting and let it reduce, and you can check on it as is. We're going to do a quick taste. Make sure if it needs any more salt or lemon juice, but I think it's good. So we're going to go ahead and let this simmer, let it reduce, and then we'll check on it in a few minutes. So it's been about 12-15 minutes that this has been reducing, and you can see it's reduced a considerable amount, probably a little bit more than half. So it's not as watered down as it was when we first started. It's got a nice thick consistency to it. The carrots are nice and soft. And I did a quick taste test, and it was nice. It had that lemony zest to it. The sweetness of the carrots, the flavor of the tomatoes is amazing. So those tomatoes that you add adds a lot of flavor profile to our carrot stew. So we're going to go ahead and plate this and give it a taste test. Okay, so we have this plated. Look at that carrot stew. It's got a nice thick consistency to it. It's reduced nicely. The carrots are nice and soft. Melt in your mouth. That was the key word, right? Melt in your mouth. If you've got to make an effort to chew it, then you need to put it back and let it cook some more. But this, you can just smell it. You can smell the carrots, you can smell the tomatoes, you can smell the lemon juice. It all came together really, really nicely. And let's give it a quick taste for you. No. That came out really, really well. Definitely melts in your mouth. You don't have to really chew that much. It's got that great texture where you can smash the carrots with your tongue, which is a great indicator as far as what I'm telling you with what the consistency of the carrots should be and how soft they should be. So if you're biting down into it, then you need to cook it a little bit more next time you try this recipe. But no, I would say that it came out really well, and I look forward to how you prepare this dish, and we'll see you next time. From Billy's Test Kitchen to all of you, I hope you enjoy this recipe, and I can't wait to see how your version comes out.